13 7 times, right? How much? Minus 7 into 8, 56 plus 22 7 times 100. So we have to subtract 56, right? Subtract 54 here, you will have 100. Subtract 2 from this number, 89, both together, right? Next, 150 20 times, which is 3000, minus 110 5 times, 10 times and half of it, which is 550, or otherwise direct multiplication also possible. 40 30 times, which is 1200. Subtract 550 from 1200, 650, add 650, 3650. 350 percentage of 160, 350%, 300% plus 50, 3 times 50%, 480, 80, 560 plus divided by 11, right? Shall we write this number as 1122 divided by 11, which is 102, minus 210. Positive number is 662. From this, if you subtract 210, 452. Done. Cube root of 1728. 12 minus 45 plus 14 21 times. 14 20s plus one more time. 294. If you add 12, positive number 306. From this, if you subtract 45, 261. Babu kinda nunchi rammanandi evarnanna. Right. 45% of 400. 45 4 times, right? Double. 180. 180 goes to the other side. Becomes minus 180. 16 square. 256 plus 120. Positive number. From this, if you subtract 180, subtract 200, add 20. 196. Which number square is 196? 14 square. Right. A vessel containing 120 liters of water. A vessel containing 120 liters mixture of milk and water in the ratio 2:1. P% of mixture is removed and 22 liters of water is added to the vessel. Then the ratio of milk and water becomes 28:25. Find the value of P. Okay, right. Forget about this 120. Some P percentage of the quantity is removed. In this P percentage, milk and water also will be in the ratio 2:1. And remaining container also will have milk and water 2:1. Now I will take milk and water 2:1 ratio, 2x and then x, right? And then we are adding 22 liters of water. Agreed? Now this is the final component that you have. In this, ratio between milk and water is 28 and then 25. 2 14 times only. Right. So now look at this. I don't want to go for cross multiplication and all. Here, can I treat right hand side numbers in terms of number of parts? What is right hand side difference? Difference 11 parts. And left hand side difference 20. That means 11 parts is equal to 22. Agreed? 1 part is equal to That means 14 parts is equal to, come on, 28, and 25 parts is equal to, now what is the quantity that you have? 70. That 78 is including extra 22 liters that we have added. Now, if you subtract that 22 liters, how much quantity you have? Come on. So, initially it was 120 liters. Some percentage, that is P percentage of the quantity is taken out. And this is what the remaining quantity. Agreed or not? That means out of 120, if you have 56, how much quantity is taken out? Come on. 64. Antena. Now the question is to identify in terms of percentage. Agreed? 64 calculated upon 120 percentage into 100. 20 5 times and then 6 times. What is numerator? Ante kada? 320 divided by 6. 53 something we are getting, right? 2:1. Added 1442. This is correct. Something is wrong here. Let me tell you. Right. Come on. From this, what is P value? Come on. If P value is 2, in the remaining container, how much quantity of milk we have? Milk numerator kadamma. Babu. What is milk in remaining container? Nik teliyadu Swami. Milk in remaining container. Are you following? How much is that? 2x, right? Right. From this, what is x value? 14 parts. Then 2x is equal to 28 parts only. 28 parts in the sense this is 56, right? Now, water is x only. Come on. Which is equal to 14 parts. How much is that? 28. How much quantity we have? 84. Initially it becomes 84, right? How much is taken out? 36. With respect to 120 percentage into 100. How much is that? 30 percentage. Is it clear? Last 12 వినపడుతుందా? రైట్ 47 లాస్ట్ వినపడుతుందా? Question number 46. Testing. Okay. Question number 47. Right. 46 over. Understood? Right. P plus 64 number of chocolates is to be distributed among 56 students in a class such that each boy gets 4 chocolates and each girl gets P by 20 chocolates. If the ratio of number of boys to girls in the class is 5:2, then find the number of chocolates in the given by each girl. Right. So here each girl gets P by 20 chocolates and P is already here. Am I right? What is denominator? So I'll start taking P is equal to 20x. Is that okay? Now each boy gets 4 chocolates. Total how many students are there? Let's assume X boys are there. Girls are 56 minus X. Is it okay? Right. Number of boys and girls are in the ratio. Total how many students are there? So total 7 parts, right? 7 how many times? 40 boys, 16 girls are there. Each boy gets 4 chocolates. Total number of chocolates distributed among boys are this much. And each girl gets P by 20x. P we treated as 20x. Is it okay? P by 20x, P by 20 in the sense, this number multiplied by x. Total number of chocolates received by boys, number of chocolates received by girls. And that should be equal to total, right? Which is equal to P plus 64, which is 20x plus 64. Is it okay? How much is it? 64 comes to left hand side. 96. Difference? Then x is equal to divided by 4. How much is it? 24. Now what exactly is the question? Number of chocolates given by each girl. Each girl gets P by 20. What is P? That is 20 into 24 divided by 20. Correct? Which is equal to 24. In fact, this is not required, I guess. How many girls are there? See, when we started, how many boys were there? 40. How many girls are there? Each boy gets, each girl gets, huh? Now the question was x only, right? That is what I was telling you. How much was x value? 24. Next, 48. The ratio of the percentage of m to n is 5:6, and the percentage of O is equal to the age of m 2 years ago. What is m's percentage? Then O percentage is equal to 5 parts minus 2, correct? Right. Now go to the question. What is the sum of percentages of m, n, O? Okay. Now come to the ratio point. M is to n ratio. How many parts? 11 parts. When you include O, it is, tell me, 16 parts minus 2. This is what you need to find out, right? Now, in your option, your number is in the form of 16 parts minus 2. So, to the option, if you add 2, it should become 16 multiple only, right? What is first option if you add 2? Is it 16 multiple? This may be your answer. When you add 2, no, when you add 2, come on, when you add 2, done. Is it clear? Data sufficiency. What is the rate of interest? R value, that is what we have to find out. An amount of 5,000 fetches simple interest of 1,400. Can you identify rate of interest here? Come on. Why? What is required? Time is required. If you get 1,400 per year, that is different. 2 years, that is different. So time period, in how much time you are getting 1,400 as interest is important for us. Agreed? Right. One alone is not sufficient. Right. 49. Second statement. The amount fetches compound interest 1453 in 2 years. Is this alone sufficient to answer the question? No. Why? Why? What is required? Principal is required. Time period is clearly they are saying 2 years. And compound interest for 2 years is 1453. On how much principal we don't know. Ardhamotunda? Right. So 2 alone also will not give you answer. Next. The amount doubles itself in 8 years through simple interest. Is third statement alone sufficient to answer the question? Come on. Yes, it is sufficient. Amount doubles itself. That means if you invest 100%, it becomes how much interest is obtained? 100% interest is obtained, correct? Which type of interest is this? And this is for how many years? Then every year it is same interest only. Then R value is equal to divided by 8. We are able to answer it. Agreed or not? So third statement alone is sufficient. Right. Can it be first option? Second? Yes. Third? No. Fourth? No. Fifth? No. Can you identify your answer by using first statement and second statement both together? Come on. No. The point 1400 is simple interest for how much time? For how much time? Do you have that number? No. In second statement, on how much principal are you getting? 1453. Do you know that? So there is no clarity about principal in second case, time period in first statement. Ardhamautunda? For that reason, even though if you take 1 and 2 both statements together, you cannot answer the question. Agreed? Right. Next. What is the measure of the diagonal of the rectangle? So diagonal of the rectangle, can you tell me what is that? Under root of L square plus B square. Right. That is what we need. Length of the rectangle is 8 meters. First statement says L is equal to 8. Second statement. Is 1 alone sufficient? Area of the rectangle is 48. That means length into breadth is equal to 48. Is 2 alone sufficient? Can you get by using 1 and 2? If you use 1 and 2, you can get B value. Agreed? 1 and 2 will give you answer. That is a one clarity that we already got. Next, third statement. Come on. Breadth of the rectangle is 6. B is equal to 6. Is 3 alone sufficient? Can you get by using 2 and 3? Can you get by using 1 and 3? So 1 and 2 sufficient, 2 and 3 sufficient, 1 and 3 also sufficient. So answer, any 2 statements are required to answer the question. Which option? Third option. Right, 57. The ratio of the efficiency of P to Q is 3:5 and the time taken by R alone to complete the work is 70 days and P alone takes 20 days less than R alone to complete the work. R can complete the work in how many days? Then P takes 20 days less than R, right? That means how much is P efficiency? 3 parts. If P does 3 parts work, like that he can complete the work in 50 days and that is the total work, right? Okay, now what is the time taken by Q and R together to complete the work? Yes? Right. Now look at this. You already know PQ efficiency ratio, that is 3:5 and you have R also. What is the time taken by R to complete the work? 70. Then P, what is time ratio between P to R? 5:2. Then efficiency ratio between P and R, 7:5. Correct? Are you getting? Now P with respect to Q it is 3 parts, with respect to R it is 7 parts. So I'll go for cross multiplication. Let me multiply this with 7, this with 3. Are you fine? If you multiply first ratio, that is P to Q with 7, what do you get? 21, 35. Yes? And then second efficiency multiplied with 3. Then it becomes, come on. Now look at this ratio. PQR efficiencies are in the ratio 21, 35, 15. Is it okay? And also you know that either P or R, whatever it is, it's up to you. P can complete the work in 50 days. How much is P efficiency? 20. Then like that he can complete the work in 50 days. P efficiency multiplied by time taken by P. Is it okay? Now the question is about Q and R. Q and R does how much efficiency? Then both can complete the work in 21 days only. Understood? ABC entered into partnership with investments of 500, 400, 600 and invested for 12, 18 and the next months respectively. Profit obtained by A is 400 and the total profit obtained by all three is 1600. Find the time period of C. Okay. Investments are having two zeros common. 5, 4, 6. A is there for, B is there for, C is there for. Okay. Right. Now 6 3 times 2 times. This is 10 parts, 12 parts, and then X parts, correct? And in the question itself, it is given A is getting 400 profit, right? That means 10 parts is equal to 400. 1 part, 12 parts, 4. You also know what is total profit. 16. 1600 out of 1600, 880 is already here. Then remaining is 7. You need to calculate X value, right? You already know, I hope, P value. P value. What is P value? Then X parts is equal to 720. Then X is equal to 720 divided by 1 part value 40. Are you getting how many months? 18 months. Over. The ratio of amount invested by P in simple interest at 10% rate of interest per annum for 10 years to the amount invested by J in compound interest at 20% per annum for 2 years is 2:1. Find the value of N if the ratio of interest obtained by P to J is 15:11. Here they are talking about ratio. What ratio are these? Amount invested by P in simple interest at 10% per annum for n years to the amount invested by J. There are two people here. Am I right? P and what ratio is that they are talking about? Come on. What ratio is that? Amount invested. Amount invested. What ratio is that? Principal ratio. A ratio? Principals are in the ratio 2:2. Right. I'll take 2 parts and then 1 part. Is that okay? Right. First one is invested at simple interest at the rate of 10% per annum for n years. Per year you will get 10% on 2 parts. Like that it is for n number of years. Is it clear? Next. In J, it is invested at compound interest 20% per annum for how many years? How much interest do we get? 44% of 1 part. In entire numerator, what is this value called? The name antamu? ఏమంటాం? అమౌంట్ అంటాం. ఈ 10% ఏంటి? ఈ n ఏంటి? టైం పీరియడ్. అంటే n ఇయర్స్ కి మనం ఏం తీసుకున్నాం న్యూమరేటర్లో? మీరే చెప్పారు కదమ్మా, ఈ 10% ఏంటి? ఎలా ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ తీసుకున్నాం? అంటే మరి న్యూమరేటర్లో ఉన్నది ఏంటి? ఇంట్రెస్ట్. ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఫస్ట్ స్కీమ్. అవునా? 1 పార్ట్ ఏంటి? ప్రిన్సిపల్. 44% ఏంటి? సో డినామినేటర్లో ఏం తీసుకున్నాం? ఇంట్రెస్ట్. సో ఇక్కడ రేషియో దేనికి ఇది? ఇంట్రెస్ట్ రేషియో. లాస్ట్ లో ఉంది చూడండి. ద రేషియో ఆఫ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అబ్టైన్డ్ బై P to J is 15:2. That means this value is equal to 15:11 only. First of all, P gets cancelled, percentage gets cancelled. 11, 2, 5, then n is equal to, that's it. Over. Next. చూసి చెప్పచ్చు అనుకుంటా. ఇఫ్ ఎక్స్పోనెంట్ ఈజ్ ఈవెన్ నంబర్, వాట్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ డు యూ గెట్? Positive, negative. For x and y, if you get both positive and negative, answer no relation, because here you will get x greater than y and here you will get x less than y. Yes, right. Come on. 63, 7 9 times only. Minus 7 minus 9. Next combination, minus 2 minus 3. Factors are 7 comma 9, 2 comma 3. X is greater than y. C values, both cases they are negative. Answer no relation. This itself is the combination. Come on. Minus 6 minus 9. Factors are plus x plus 9 divided by 6. Okay. Then product is 48. Minus 6 minus 8. Then factors are plus x plus 8 divided by, okay. Now let's simplify values. 6 by 6 1, 9 by 6 1 and a half, 6 by 4 1 and a half, 8 by 4 2. X is less than or equal to y. Come on, product is matladali. Minus 78. This can be written as 13 6 times only, plus 13 minus 6 combination. Matladali. Product is negative, sum is plus 7. Satisfied? Factors are minus 13 plus 6 divided by 3. Next, y value. Product is 144. 144 can be written as 12 times, right? Same number is repeating, so it is required for only once. Minus 12 divided by 2. Come on. Minus 4 1 by 3. Positive number 2. This is minus, x is greater than y. The time taken by train A to cross a platform of length 560 meters is equal to time taken by train B to cross a bridge of length 720 meters. Find the length of A if the ratio of the speed of A to B is 4:5 and the length of train B is 280. Okay. Now the question is to identify length of train A. Train A crosses a platform of length 560. Distance covered is train length plus platform length. Train length A. Assume platform length 560. And here they are talking about time, right? Divided by speed of A. What is speed of A? 4 parts. Are you getting? And now is equal to, time is equal to time taken by B to cross a bridge of length 720. Train B length is 280. Bridge length is 720. Both together 1000 divided by speed 5 parts. First of all, P gets cancelled. 5 200 times 4 in left hand side, denominator goes to the other side, 800. Then A is equal to 240. The time taken by the boat to cover 320 kilometers along with the stream is 4 hours less than time taken by the boat to cover 640 kilometers along with the stream. If the speed of the current is 8 km per hour, then find the speed of the boat in still water. Ma rendu along with the stream e unnaya? Even in your print format? Both are along with the stream? Right. So here 320 kilometers traveled in some time. In which stream? Along with the stream. Which stream? Downstream. So time to cover 320 kilometers in downstream is 4 hours less than time to cover 640 kilometers. This is also downstream. So time taken in downstream to cover 640 kilometers and 320 kilometers. Ardhamautunda? How many kilometers gap we have? 320. In which stream? Both in downstream, right? Then time difference is going to be 320 divided by downstream speed, which is equal to 4 only. From this, downstream speed is equal to, come on, divided by 4, which is equal to 80. Now, the speed of the current is 8. That means M plus S, S is equal to 8. M plus S is equal to 80. Matladali. M is equal to, now the question is to identify speed of the boat in still water. M is equal to 72. Are you done? The ratio of the area of the rectangle to the area of the right angle triangle is 6:5. And the base and height of the right angle triangles are 21 meters and then 10 meters respectively. 21 comma 10. They are related to values related to right angle triangle. For right angle triangle, they were talking about ratio, right? What ratio is that? Area. A ratio the, for right angle triangle, area in the sense half BH, half base into height. This is area of the triangle. Is this clear? From the ratio, area of the right angle triangle is equal to how many parts? Come on. Then rectangle area. Come on. If this is equal to 5 parts, 1 part value is equal to by 5. Now I want area of the rectangle, which is 6 parts. So I will multiply it with 6. If you simplify this, what do you get? Area of the rectangle. Continue. If the length of the rectangle is 14, area of the rectangle is length into breadth. Is this okay? 5 into 2, 10, and 10 gets cancelled. 7, 2 times, 3 times, 2, 3 times, breadth is equal to, go to the question, perimeter of the rectangle. What was L? 14. L plus B, 23. 2 times of L plus B, come on, 46. Next, a man bought 25 balls for P rupees and sold 10 balls at a profit of 30%. 8 balls at a profit of 20%. And the remaining bats కాదు ఇక్కడ balls ఉండాలి అవునా, and the remaining balls at a loss of 40%. And the profit earned by them, by the man on the whole is 9 rupees. Find the value of P. Okay. Total how many balls are there? 25. Out of 25 balls, he is selling 10 balls at 30% profit. Correct? After that, 8 balls at 20%. So far, how many balls are over? 18. Remaining? On those 7 balls, what is made? 40% loss. Let's calculate what is overall profit percent or the loss percent. Is that okay? How many balls you are selling first? 10. Then 7. Okay? Right. Overall, in the sense, divided by 25 you are supposed to write. Okay. First 10 balls. What is that you are making? Profit. What percent? Profit, so I am writing positive number. And next 8 balls. What is made? Come on. Profit. How much percent? Into 20. Profit, so positive. Next remaining 7 balls. What is made? How much? 40%. As it is loss, minus 40, right? Overall we are taking, see, all these are percentages, right? 30%, 20%, 40%. In numerator, all are in percentage. Are you okay? Right. Now tell me, how much is it? This one, 300, 160, 460 minus how much? 460 minus 280, 180 percentage, right? Matladali, divided by 25. This is overall profit or loss. As it is positive, what is that we are making? Profit percent or loss percent? Profit only. Agreed? How many rupees profit we have? 9. 9 how many times? That means 20% is equal to? 20% is equal to? Then 100% value we want, right? 100% in the sense, 125. Before this we have 20% is equal to 25. We need 100%. Just we are taking 5 times of it. Right, look at this. The table given below shows the passengers travel in 5 different trains. Some data is given in percent while some other given in numbers and some data is missing. Okay, trains P, Q, R, S, T. First one, they are talking about Matladali total 3,600. Then they are talking about male, then female, then okay. Now let's see one by one train. Train P. Male are 100 by 3%, right? That means 100% divided by 3. What is 100%? What is 100% divided by 3? 12. Female we don't know. Children 500 by 18%, correct? 500% in the sense 5 times of this number divided by that means 5 times of 3,600, which is 500%, divided by 18, 200 into 5. So how many children are there? 1,000 children are there. How many male are there? 1,200. If you add male, female and children, that should be equal to total. Already you have 2,200. Then remaining 1,400 are female. Is it okay? Right. Next. Q, we don't know total. Male are Matladali. Female are total male, female together. Male and female together. And children percentage is equal to 25, right? Then male and female both together should be 75. And children are? So out of male and female both together, 1/3 are children only. Male and female both together, 1950. 1/3 of it, 650. Okay, na? 1950 plus 650, 2,600. Yes. Next, R total 3,125. You don't know how many male are there. Keep it aside. Female are 40%. Children are, let me first write children 625. Yes. And female percentage? How do you get 40%? 10%, double, again double, correct? What is 10%? 312.5, double, 6. We have seen 625 somewhere, right? What is that? Children. That means children are 20%. Female are 40%. Total so far Remaining, that means male and female both are equal, right? What is 10% you said? Double, again double. If 1250 female are there, 1250 male are there. మళ్ళీ కొత్త క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ అక్కర్లేదు కదా, రైట్. ఇన్ ఇయర్స్ టోటల్ 3000 male are, female are 110 by 3, అవునా? Forget about denominator, 110%. To this 10% we need to add. What is 10%? Add 300. 3000 divided by, how much is that? Both male and female together. Male and female together. 2000. Remaining are children. Yes. Now total T value 2500. 55%. 50% plus 5%. What is 50%? 12. 5% is 125 only. How much is this? 13. Now female are, again we don't need separate calculation, already you know 55%, avuna? From that if you subtract 20%, do you get 35% or not? What is 10%? 2, 10%, 10%, 10%, 20%, subtract 500, 8, 75, 1300 plus 800, 2100, 75, 75, 2100 plus 150, remaining, they are children. Done. Male passengers in train R is what percent less than female passengers in train P? It is comparison only. Once the table is ready, I hope you can answer all these questions. Sure? Okay. Shall I skip then? Right, 74. Pipe P can fill the tank in 45 minutes. Pipe Q can fill half of the same tank in how much quantity? Then total, right? So P can fill the tank in 45, Q can fill the tank in 30. If P, Q open together and after 10 minutes R is also open, then the remaining tank is filled in 5 minutes. What is the time taken by R to fill the tank alone completely? Antena? Right. LCM. Come on. P alone does. Q alone does. Okay. Right. Who started? Which tabs are opened? Which tabs are opened? Opened for how much time? Then R is also opened, correct? Now after 10 minutes, how many taps are there? All 3 taps work together. Then in how many minutes the tank got filled? That means P and Q are open for total. Come on, 15 minutes only. Right, P and Q both together per minute will do in 15 minutes 15 5 times 70. Remaining, come on, who completed these 15 units? R. In how much time? Come on. Now the question is about R to fill the total tank, right? What is total tank capacity? 90 units can be filled in how much time? Identify the relation between these two. 15 becoming 5. How? Divided by 90 divided by 3. 30 minutes. Followed? మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ఆలోచించు. ఇక్కడ ఈ 75 ఎలా వచ్చింది? 2 taps. ఏ taps? P and Q. P and Q 1 minute కి ఎన్ని? అక్కడ ఎట్లా తీసుకున్నాం? 75, 15. ఆ 15 minutesలో ఫస్ట్ 10 minutesతో పాటు 5 minutes కూడా ఉందిగా, అప్పుడు ఇక్కడ అక్కర్లేదు కదా ఇంకా. అర్థమైందా? Are you done? Come on, complete it. Right, 75. A car travels from point A to B at a speed of p kilometer per hour. ఆగండి. తెలుసు కదా నాకు కూడా. A car travels from point A to B at a speed of p kilometer per hour and returns at a speed of p plus 20 kilometer per hour. Find the value of p if the average speed of the car is 48 kilometer per hour. Is it okay now? Come on. Overall point is a car travel from A to B and return meaning B to A. That means onward journey distance and then return journey distance, both are, if distance between two places are same, average speed is equal to 2ab by a plus b, 2ab by a plus. What is a value? B value? P plus 20. 2ab by a plus b. A plus b in the sense 2p plus 20. Can I take 2 common? P plus 10. Correct? Which is equal to 40a. I think we can take p common. Come on. Right. 2 common, not p. 2 common kada. Now we need to identify p value, right? P is in options. ఇది అటు తీసుకెళ్ళి లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ క్వాడ్రాటిక్ ఈక్వేషన్ వచ్చి గందరగోళం అవుతుంది కదా. పి వాల్యూ ఎక్కడుంది? అది తీసుకొచ్చి సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే సరిపోద్ది కదా. అయిపోయింది. రైట్, కమాన్. ఎంత? 30 into 56 divided by 40. ఇది 23 మల్టిపుల్ కదా. న్యూమరేటర్లో 23 మల్టిపుల్ ఉందా? అది అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? తీసేయండి. నెక్స్ట్ ఆప్షన్ 30, ఇక్కడ 50, ఇక్కడ 38 into 58 by 48. Can that be equal to 48? మనసు కనిపించిందా? రైట్, వదిలే. నెక్స్ట్ ఆప్షన్ 40, ఇక్కడ 60 divided by 42 into 62 divided by 52. 52 అంటే 13 మల్టిపుల్ కదా. అది న్యూమరేటర్లో 13 మల్టిపుల్స్ ఉన్నాయా? అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? ఎలిమినేట్. నెక్స్ట్ 40 into divided by is equal to 48 అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? లాస్ట్ ఆప్షనేగా ఆన్సర్, ఇంకా చేయటం అవసరమా? రైట్, p is equal to 40. If you want, you can cross check, but that is not required. 76 onwards. The following bar graph shows the percentage of patients admitted in hospital in 5 different cities during lockdown period, and the table shows the ratio of different aged patients in the respective cities. Total admitted patients in city B. How many are they? Right. What are these values represents? Percentages, right? If you add total, that is equal to, come on. Now in city A, what is percentage? This 30% calculated on 27,000. Right, fine. Okay. In city B, we have 27,000, that is equal to 15%. So 1% value is equal to 27,000 divided by 15. This will give you 1% value, correct? Then can we identify what are these numbers now? Right, will take definitely time, right? Right. And then again we have ratio segregation. Avuna? Right. So for that purpose, what I will do is, look at here. When you add all these numbers, that will be equal to, come on, I will take it as 1000%. Do you have any problem? For calculation purpose. Because again we have to divide them in ratio part. Yes. So I want a 3-digit number, hence I am taking total as 1000%. It is 300, 150, 100, 200, 250. Yes. What is this 27,000? 150%. Are you able to follow? Now 1% value is equal to 27,000 divided by 150. How much is this? Come on. 120 or 180? 180. That is 1% value. Is it clear? Right. How many cities we have? A, B, C, D and E. Right. 3 categories. Number 1. Less than 30. Next. 32. Next. Above 60. Right. What is A total value? A total entamma? 300. Correct. Now that is divided into how many parts? 10 parts. Each part 30. Come on. 30, 60, 2. All are in percentages, right? Where what is 1% value? 180. Yes. Right. Next. How many parts we have? Come on. B total value is 150. 150 is equal to 10 parts. Each part? 3 parts. 40, 60. Here also these are in percentages. Got it? Next. What is C total? How many parts? 10 parts. 100% is 10 parts. Now 40, 30, 30. Done? Next. What is D total? How many parts? 15. Can we divide 200 into 15 parts? Come on. Right. So for that purpose what I am doing is, in D, less than 30, how many parts do we have? 2 out of among 200%, ante that is equal to 400 by 15% only. Next, come on, 4 by 15 into 200, 800 by 15. Following. Next, 9 parts, 9 by 15 into 200, 1800 by 15. Will convert into number when it is really required. For now I will leave it like this. Is that okay? Right. Next, in E, total what percent divided into each part? This is 50, 100 and then 100. Right? You know everywhere 1% value is 180. Is this clear everyone? Right. Let's start questions. Find the difference between total number of patients except those below 30 in city D and the total number of patients of the age group below 30 in city B. మీకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి? కమాన్, డిఫరెన్సే కదా కావాలి, అవునా? రైట్. సిటీ డిలో మనకి ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఉంది, సిటీ డిలో ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఉంది, ఫ్రాక్షన్ లేకపోతే ఇంకోలా చేసిండేవాళ్ళం. వై? వాట్ ఈజ్ 1% వాల్యూ? 1 except D. Except D. Rest all 4 cities having integers, right? Where 1% value is 9 multiple. So every number is 9 multiple. Whether it is about sum or difference, your answer is going to be, but in D, we have denominator. And what is our denominator? 15, which is a 3 multiple, right? So you can only decide the entire number of D who are less than 30 years is a multiple of 3 except those below. This is what we don't want. Agreed? That means the other two we need, which is equal to 2600 by 15. Yes? Let me write it. 2600 by 15. This is 1% value. And in city B, which category do we need? Patients of the age below 30. Below 30 in the sense this number only. Below 30. What percent? 40. That is equal to 45%. Where you know that 1% value is equal to 180. This is 180 and this is also 180. 15. Come on. 12 times. 12 into 26. Here there are 2 zeros, so let me write 2 zeros first. 26 12 times. Antena? Antena? 26 10 times. 26 2 times. 260 52. 3 1 2. 180 lo 0 undi, I'll write 0. 45, how many times? We'll take 20 times minus 2 times. 20 times 900. 900. 2 times 90. 900 minus 90. 8 10. So from this we have to subtract 8 10. Avuna? Answer should end with 100. Couple of options are there. 31 minus 8, 23. 1100. Is it clear? What is the average of total number of patients of the age group below 30 and above 60? ఏం అడిగారు? యావరేజ్. అవునా? ఎవరెవరికి? Below 30, above 60. So total we have to concentrate on how many categories here? How many categories? 2 categories, right? So when they are talking about average, how many cities are there? So do we have to consider it for all cities? Is this question is about all cities or only particular city? So we have to take all cities, right? And they're also talking about. So is it total divided by 5 or total divided by how many categories we want? How many categories? Age below 30, above 60. How many categories? Do we have to write denominator 2? Either 5 or 2. Tell me what? 5 or 2? 5 or 2? 2 is right. This is average for patients of the age category less than 30 and age category above 60. Ardhamainda? It is for 2 categories average we need. So in denominator you are supposed to write 2. Done. Come on. So when you talk about this table, you have to count all these numbers. Matladali. And also all these numbers divided by 2. You'll get percentage. Avuna? And then finally you have to convert it, right? Right. Oksari randi. 30, 40, 40. 1 plus 50. 1 plus 5. 160. This is left over, correct? Because that has denominator, I don't want to take it now. Don't concentrate on that number. So far, how much is that number that we have? 165%. Done? 100, 130, 175, 285. అర్థమైందా? 385. Correct? Plus 165. ఇక్కడ 165 ఉంది కదా, ఈ 165 ని ఇక్కడ ఎంత వచ్చింది? ఈ రెండింటిని యాడ్ చేయమని చెప్తున్నా. 550. ఎస్, 550%. And how many are left over? These two. Done? 550%, where 1% value is equal to plus. Now let me count leftover numbers. 400 by 15 plus 1800 by 15. 2200 by 15 into 1% value 180. This is total, right? Now to convert into average, divided by 1 by 2 only. Okay. 15. 12 times. Done? 2 ఇక్కడే క్యాన్సిల్ చేసేద్దామా? 2 కామన్ దిద్దాం. 90. 2 కామన్ దిద్దాం. 6. 2 zeros ఉన్నాయి. 9 times of 55. 10 times minus 1 time. 10 times is 550. 550 minus 1 time 55. మాట్లాడాలి. Plus. How many zeros are there? 22 6 times. 132. Last 2 digits. 700. First 2 digits. మరి మీ దుంపదేగా 42 13 యాడ్ చేయండి. 49 13. 60. Over number of patients of age below 10 in city D is approximately what percent less than that of age group above 60 in city A? Percentage kada? Come on. Number conversion is not required. City D. Who do we need? Below 30. Ide kada? What percent less than city A above 60? Ante ide kada? Avuna? What is the difference between both the numbers? Look at representation wise, I am asking, not in terms of a number. అక్కడ హైలైట్ చేసిన నంబర్స్ లో తేడాగా ఏముంది? కమాన్, డినామినేటర్ అదే కదా. ఎంత ఉంది? ఆ రెండో నెంబర్ కూడా 15 డినామినేటర్ వస్తే సరిపోద్ది కదా. అంటే దేంతో మల్టిప్లై చేయాలి? 15. అవునా? 10 times plus half of that number అనే కదా. 10 times ఎంత? 2000. half ఎంత? 1050. 1000. both together 3150. Yes. Now one number is 400 by 15. The other number 3150 divided by 15. Its simplified value is 210. Avuna? Denominators are common. Now the question is, what percentage less? This is how much less than 3150? Come on. దాన్ని మళ్ళీ పర్సంటేజ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి కదా. అవునా? అదొక పద్ధతి. లేదా అసలు ఇది ఎంత పర్సంటేజ్ ఉందో క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేద్దాం. రిమైనింగే కదా పర్సంటేజ్ లెస్. అర్థమైందా? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇది 10% అని అనుకోండి అమ్మా. ఎంత పర్సెంట్ లెస్? ఇది 20% అయితే, 25% అయితే నేను అనేది అది. రిమైనింగ్ ఎంతో క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసే కంటే అసలు ఇది ఎంత పర్సెంట్ అది క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసుకుందాం. ఓకేనా? రైట్. 400 upon 3150 into 100. Done? What is 10% of the denominator? How much more we need to add? 80. What is 1%? 2%. This is more than 2%. What is 3%? 3%. 94.5. This is less than 3%, but more than 2%. Approximately, can I treat it as 2.5%? Then what percent it is? Come on. If it is 12.5%, how much percentage less it is? 87.5. Answer should be close to that. How many options are there? Only one. Done. Which city has the second highest number of patients in any of the age groups? Em kavali? Second highest. ఏ సిటీలో అన్నారు? Is it about total patients or any particular category? Come on. It is under any group. It is under any group. ఏ గ్రూప్ లో అయినా పర్వాలేదు. అర్థమవుతుందా? రైట్. We need to answer which city is that. ఇవన్నీ పర్సెంటేజెస్ లోనే కదా ఉంది, అవునా కాదా? Where 1% value is, because all are in terms of percentage. If the number is high, percentage number is high, value is also high. Where do you see highest number? Emma 210 ena మన అడిగింది హైయెస్టా? కమాన్. సెకండ్ హైయెస్ట్ అంటే 210 తర్వాత మీకు నంబర్స్ లో పెద్ద నంబర్ ఏది కనపడుతుంది? కమాన్. డైరెక్ట్ గా 100 అని పెట్టేయచ్చా? ఎందుకు? ఇవి తెలియదు కదా ఎంతో, అవునా? రైట్. కాబట్టి ఈ క్వశ్చన్ దగ్గర మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి. ఇస్ దట్ ఓకే? 15 2 times. So this will be somewhere between 20-30. Come on. That is between 20-30. మనకు మొత్తం నెంబర్ కావాలా? అది అక్కర్లో వదిలేద్దాం. ఇది between 50 and 60 ఓన్లీ, అవునా? మొత్తం నెంబర్ కావాలా? అక్కర్లా. 1800 by 15 ఎంత? 1. ఇప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? Highest is 210, second highest is 120. Which city is that? D. If we arrange all the cities in ascending order according to the number of patients in the age group 30-60, which city has the second least number of patients? 30-16 కదా అరేంజ్ చేయమన్నారు, మాట్లాడాలి పిల్లలు. రైట్. 80 by 50 అంటే ఇందాక ఏమన్నారండి మీరు? అమ్మా బిట్వీన్ 50 to 60 కదా అన్నారు, రైట్. సో in this particular range, if you rearrange these numbers in ascending order, the question is to identify second least. What is least? 30. Second least 50 to 60. Which city is that? Over. Right, 41. A train is running at a speed of 72 kilometers approximately and crosses a platform in 20 seconds and a pole in 14 seconds. Find the length of the right. How much time is it taking in first case? Second case? In first case, what is that it is crossing? Then distance covered is train length plus platform length. Train length and platform. For that, how much time is it taking? Matladali. Second case, what is that it is crossing? If it crosses a pole, it covers only for that. How much time is it taking? 14. What is time difference here? In first case, it is taking 6 seconds extra. Avuna? Same train e kada undi? Ante speed same ane kada? First case lo extra time enduku తీసుకుంటుంది? సో ఈ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లెంత్ ని కవర్ చేయటానికి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది? 6 సెకండ్స్. అవునా? ట్రైన్ లెంత్ ని కవర్ చేయటానికి మిమ్మల్ని అడిగింది ట్రైన్ లెంతా ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లెంతా? ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లెంత్ ఎంత అనంటే ట్రైన్ 6 సెకండ్స్ లో ఎంత కవర్ చేస్తే అంతేనా? అంతేనా? స్పీడ్ ఎంత? కిలోమీటర్ పర్ అవర్ కదా, కన్వర్ట్ ఇంటూ మీటర్ పర్ సెకండ్. ఎంత టైంలో? అది. ఇదే ట్రైన్ లెంత్ అడిగితే 14 సెకండ్స్లో ట్రైన్ ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ కవర్ చేస్తే అదే ట్రైన్ లెంత్ కదా. స్పీడ్ 72 కిలోమీటర్ పర్ అవర్ కన్వర్ట్ ఇంటూ మీటర్ పర్ సెకండ్ ఇంటూ 40. 18, 4 times, 4 5s, 20, 26 times. Second option. Hussain invested X rupees at 8% simple interest for 3 years in a scheme, and he invested the same sum for 4 years at 4% simple interest in another scheme. The total interest get by Hussain from both the schemes is 398. Then find the value of X. Assume X is equal to 100%. Is that okay? Come on. First case, how much interest we are getting? Simple interest given for how many years? How much interest do we get? 24%. Next, in another scheme, same sum is invested. That means 100% only. For how many years? What percent? How much total interest? From both the schemes, what interest do we get? Which is equal to 398. Then 1% value is equal to divided by 40. Avuna? Into P is equal to 100 kabatti. X. Are you okay? 0, 0 gets cancelled. 4. 9 times 36. Again 9.5. Answer 995. Over. The percentage of A and B is 5:4. Age of A 2 years ago was equal to age of B 4 years hence. Find the percentage of B. What is percentage of A? B. Okay. A's age 2 years ago. What is percentage of A? 2 years back was equal to B's age 4 years. What is percentage of B? 4 years hence. From this P is equal to Matladali. Now the question is about B's percentage only, which is 4 parts only. Answer. Over. The ratio of the data is based on analog and digital watches manufactured in 3 companies ABC. The ratio of total watches in ABC is 5:6:4. This is just a ratio. అవునా? మనకి ఫైనల్గా దేనిలో కావాలి? ఫైనల్గా మనకి దేనిలో కావాలమ్మా? నంబర్లోనేనా? రైట్. ఏలో నంబర్ ఎక్కడన్నా కనపడిందా? చదవకండి. బిలో నంబర్ ఎక్కడన్నా కనపడిందా? చదవకండి. సిలో నంబర్ కనపడిందా? చదవండి. Total number of digital watches is 192, which is 40% of total manufactured in కంపెనీ సి. ఓకే, ఫైనల్గా మనకి ఏబిసి అని 3 ఉన్నాయి అవునా? ఇందులో ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి? ఎనలాగ్ ఉంది, తర్వాత డిజిటల్ ఉంది. అగ్రీడ్? కమాన్. 192 ఏంటి ఎమ్మా? డిజిటల్, కరెక్ట్. ఆ డిజిటల్ ఎంత పర్సెంట్? ఇది 40% అంటే ఎనలాగ్ 60% అనే కదా, అంటే దీనికంటే హాఫ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉందనే కదా. 40-60 అయిందంటే హాఫ్ ఎక్స్ట్రానే కదా. ఎస్, 192లో హాఫ్ ఎంత మాట్లాడాలి? 96 యాడ్ చేస్తే 288 అవునా? అవునా? ఇప్పుడు టోటల్ ఎంత? 480. మీ బొంద, ఈ 8 తీసుకొచ్చి ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేస్తే పైన 280 కింద 200 కలిపితే 480 కదా, అవునా కదా? రైట్. ఇప్పుడు సి టోటల్ వచ్చింది. ఏబిసి ఏ రేషియో అని చెప్పారండి? 5-6-4 అంటే 4 పార్ట్స్ 480 అనేనా? 1 పార్ట్. 120 యాడ్ చేస్తే 5 పార్ట్స్ అయినా? దీనికి ఇంకొక 1 పార్ట్ యాడ్ చేస్తే 6 పార్ట్స్ అయినా? అంటే 120 యాడ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోవటమే కదా. చేయండి, 120 యాడ్ చేయండి. ఇంకా 120. రైట్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఫస్ట్ నుంచి క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేద్దాం. ఓకే, ద రెస్పెక్టివ్ రేషియో బిట్వీన్ అనలాగ్ అండ్ డిజిటల్ వాచెస్ 3:2. 3:2 అంటే కెన్ ఐ కాల్ ఇట్ as 60%, 40%? 60% మాట్లాడాలి. రిమైనింగ్ ఓకే, డన్. టోటల్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ అనలాగ్ వాచెస్ ఇది is equal to number of analog and digital manufactured in C. అంటే టోటల్ అనే కదా, అంటే టిక్ మార్క్ ప్లేస్ లో 480 అనేనా? ఇంకా ఎంత యాడ్ చేస్తే 720 అవుద్ది మాట్లాడాలి? 240. డన్. టేబుల్ ఉందంటే క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు అనుకుంటా. కెన్ ఎస్కేప్? 47. Ratio of downstream of a boat to the upstream of a boat is 3:1. దేనికి రేషియో అండి అది? డౌన్ స్ట్రీమ్ అప్ స్ట్రీమ్ రేషియో ఎంత అంటే 3 parts 1 part అనినా? మ్యాన్ స్పీడ్ స్ట్రీమ్ కావాలి అని అంటే, మ్యాన్ స్పీడ్ కావాలంటే సమ్ డివైడెడ్ బై 2 అవునా? ఎంత? స్ట్రీమ్ కావాలంటే డిఫరెన్స్ డివైడెడ్ బై 2 అనేనా? అంటే మాట్లాడాలి. ఓకే, అన్నీ వచ్చినాయి కదా. రైట్. ద టైమ్ టేకెన్ బై ద బోట్ టు కవర్ 144 kilometers ఇన్ డౌన్ స్ట్రీమ్ ఈజ్ 8 hours. డౌన్ స్ట్రీమ్ స్పీడ్ ఎంత? 3 parts. ఎన్ని కిలోమీటర్స్, ఎన్ని అవర్స్ అంటే 18. దీని నుంచి 1 part ఎంత మాట్లాడాలి? అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి? ఫైండ్ ద టైమ్ టేకెన్ బై ద బోట్ టు కవర్ సేమ్ డిస్టెన్స్ అంటే ఇన్ అంటే 6 అనే కదా. ఎంత 24. స్టిల్ వాటరా? స్టిల్ వాటర్ అంటే 2 parts కదా. 2 parts అంటే 12. ఆన్సర్ 12. Over. A container contains mixture of milk and water in which milk is 50% more than that of water. అంతేనా? అంటే వాటర్ 100% అయితే మిల్క్ ఎంత? మిల్క్ టు వాటర్ రేషియో ఎంత? 3:2. ఓకే, మిల్క్ టు వాటర్ రేషియో 3:2. అది కన్ఫర్మ్. నెక్స్ట్, 4 liters of milk is added, then milk becomes 100% more than ఇనీషియల్ గా ఉన్నది ఇంతే కదా. మీరు ఏం యాడ్ చేస్తున్నారు? మీరు ఏమి యాడ్ చేస్తున్నారు అంటే ఏది కాన్స్టెంట్ అంటే వాటర్ ఇప్పుడు కూడా 2 పార్ట్సే ఉండాలి కదా. ఇప్పుడు మిల్క్ ఏమైందని చెప్తున్నారు 100% మోర్ అంటే 200% అయినట్లే కదా. దేనికి వాటర్కి అంటే ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ అయింది ఇంతకు ముందు ఎన్ని ఉంది ఇప్పుడు ఎంత అయింది ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ పెరిగింది దేనివల్ల అంటే P is equal to కన్ఫర్మ్ ఓకే. ఫైండ్ ద ఇనీషియల్ క్వాంటిటీ ఆఫ్ మిక్సర్. ఇనీషియల్ క్వాంటిటీ ఆఫ్ మిక్సర్ అంటే మాట్లాడాలి అంటే 5 times అనే కదా ఎంత ఓవర్ డన్. Don't have much time. Do you want me to explain this? Sure. $60? Okay. Pipe P can fill 50% approximately of the tank in 6 hours. Then 100% in? Matladali. 12. Q can fill 100% capacity of the tank in? Q in 18. If pipe R can empty the tank in 9 hours, R can empty the tank 9 hours. Find the time taken by all the pipes to fill the tank together. LCM. Come on. Okay. 3 పాసిబిలిటీలు ఉన్నాయి కదా. ఆన్సర్ ఏమవ్వాలి ఫ్యాక్టర్ దేనికి ఎల్సిఎంకి అవునా. ఆప్షన్స్లో ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి 3 ఉన్నాయి చచ్చినట్టు చేయాల్సిందే కదా. రైట్ కమాన్. P Q R ఆల్ టుగెదర్ అంటే ఆన్సర్ 36 ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్. A mark up the goods at 80% above the cost price and gave a discount of 160 rupees. If he gets a profit of 200, then find the cost price of the article. Cost price is always 100% and marked up by 80%, right? Then it becomes 180%. How much discount is given? Then we will sell it at this much price only. And how much profit is made? Profit is 200 rupees, correct? Then selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. Is that okay? That means 80% is equal to 360. Matladali. Then 1% value is equal to by 80. Avuna? Adigindi cost price ena? Into 4 times, 5 times. Matladali. 95 times 450. The ratio of area of the circle to the area of the rectangle is 22:21. The length of the rectangle and radius of the circle ratio is 3:1. The breadth of the rectangle is 7 centimeters less than the length of the rectangle. Find the circumference of the circle. Circumference 2 pi r. Whenever pi is involved, all options are 11 multiples. Of course, answer cannot be third, right? You can definitely answer the question. Avuna? All are 11 multiples. So we have to calculate. Okay. What is the ratio? 22:21. Which ratio is this? Area for circle and rectangle. Area of the circle pi r square. Okay. Denominator area of the rectangle length into breadth. Done. 3:1 is the ratio between, come on, the length of the rectangle, radius of the circle. So what is length in terms of ratio, 3 parts. Radius r square in the sense p square మాట్లాడాలి. Length ఎంత? Length is 3 parts into breadth. Breadth is 7 centimeters less. 3 parts minus 7. Done. 22 cancel. 7 into 3, 21 cancel. Square and p gets cancel. మాట్లాడాలి. Then p is equal to 3p minus 7. అవునా? From this 2p is equal to, come on, radius ఎంత? Come on, 1 part. 2 parts ఉంది అంటే అది 2r అనొచ్చా? మాట్లాడరు. అంటే దీన్ని నేను డయామీటర్ అని కూడా అనొచ్చా? మాట్లాడాలి. అడిగింది సర్కంఫరెన్స్ కదా, 2πr అనొచ్చు లేదా πd అని కూడా అనొచ్చా? పై డి. అర్థమైందా? 22. పి తీసుకొని మళ్ళీ ఆర్ తీసుకొని 2πr లోకి వెళ్ళి ఇదంతా చేసే బదులు 2p అన్నా 2r అన్నా ఒకటే. 2r అంటే d కాబట్టి డైరెక్ట్ గా డయామీటర్ అనుకుందాం, సరిపోయింది. అరే ఓకే. 3 friends ABC entered into partnership. A invested 1.5 times more than that of C, and B invested 20% of the amount invested by A. If the overall profit at the end of the year is 2,400, find the profit share of C. A, B, C. A investment is 1.5 times more than C. అవునా? అవునా? ఇప్పుడు C 10 parts ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేశాడు అని అనుకుందాం. యూజువల్గా 1 part అనుకుంటాం. అవునా? అక్కడ ఎన్ని టైమ్స్ అన్నారు? 1.5. డెసిమల్ ఉంది కదా, అది ఎలిమినేట్ అవ్వాలి అంటే అక్కడ మనకి 10 ఉండాలి. ఓకేనా? 1.5 times అంటే ఎంత? 15. డైరెక్ట్గా 15 15 మోరా? 1.5 times మోర్ అన్నారు. అవునా? 1.5 times అంటే కమాన్ 15 మోర్ అంటే 20. ఎవరు? ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్, బి ఇన్వెస్టెడ్ 20% ఆఫ్ ఏస్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్. అవునా? దీని మీద 20% ఏనా? ఎంత? 5 parts. డన్. మాట్లాడాలి. ఓవరాల్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఇచ్చారు, సి ప్రాఫిట్ అడిగారు. కరెక్ట్. రేషియో 5, 1, total 8. C is getting 2 parts. అవునా? among 2000, answer 600. Straightforward questions only. Come on. 5, 7 is the combination. 4, 5. Factors are -5, -7, -4, -5. X is less than or equal to y. 132. 11, 12 times. -11, -12, right? 54. 6, 9 times. Avuna? Then factors are, come on. For x it is 6, 9. For y it is 11, 12. X is less than y. Be careful, your first equation is y square. Second equation is x square. అక్కడ కేర్ఫుల్గా ఉండాలి. ఓకేనా? Product is 6, right? Combination 2, product is 30, right? Combination 5, -2/6 minus, come on, -5/15 -6/15. Yes? Okay. Convert చేద్దామా? మైనస్ 1/3 అంటే 0.33 అనే కదా, మైనస్ 1/2 0. మైనస్ 1/3 అనేనా 0. ఇదెంత మైనస్ 2/5 రైట్, మైనస్ 2/5 మీనింగ్ 0. This lies in between these two numbers, in between. This itself is the combination. Minus 3 minus 4 product 6 kada, minus 1 minus 6. Are you okay? Factors are x comma y I am writing. Be careful. First equation is y square. అర్థమవుతుందా? 3/4/1/6 ఇది ఎంత? ఇది 1/2 కదా, ఇది ఎంత? సో 1 lies in between these two numbers, in between. ఆన్సర్ ఫ్రీ క్వశ్చన్ కదా. కెన్ యూ డూ దిస్? పర్సంటేజెస్ ఇచ్చారు. ఫస్ట్ టేబుల్ రాసుకోవాలి. తెలుగు, హిందీ, ఇంగ్లీష్, మ్యాథ్స్, సైన్స్, సోషల్. ఈచ్ ఎగ్జామ్, ఈచ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఈస్ కండక్టెడ్ ఫర్ 100 marks only. Telugu 16% calculated on 475. 16%. How do you get? 20% minus 4? 10%. 20% double. మాట్లాడాలి. 4% అంటే 19 which is 76. ఇది ఎంత పర్సెంట్ అమ్మా? 95 ఎంత పర్సెంట్? మరి 2% అంటే 9.5 ఏనా? 4% అంటే ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ డబుల్ ఏనా? 9.5 డబుల్ 19. అర్థమైందా? నెక్స్ట్ ఏం కావాలి? 14% అంటే ముందు 16% లోంచి 2% తీసేయడమేనా? 16% ఎంతో తెలుసు కదా, దానిలో 2% అంటే 19. అవునా? ఇందులో నుంచి 19 సపరేట్ చేయాలి అంటే 20 సపరేట్ చేసి 1 యాడ్ చేస్తే సరిపోద్దా? సపరేట్ 20. మాట్లాడాలి. యాడ్ 1. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఈస్ కమాన్ అంటే దీనికి ఒక 2% యాడ్ చేస్తే సరిపోద్ది కదా, అంటే దీనికి 19 యాడ్ చేస్తే సరిపోద్ది కదా. 19 యాడ్ చేయటం అంటే 20 యాడ్ చేసి 1 సపరేట్ చేద్దామా? 20 యాడ్ చేస్తే 1 సపరేట్ చేస్తే 90. 20%. ఓ ఇంత చేయక్కర్లా, పైకి వెళ్ళేసి వచ్చేసేయండి, అయిపోద్ది. ఓ ఏదో తేడా వచ్చింది. ఒక్క నిమిషం. 20% ఎంత అన్నాం? 90. ఓకే, 14% అంటే దీనిలో నుంచి 2% కదా తీసేయాలి. 2% అంటే 9.5 కదా. 10 తీసేసి 0.5 యాడ్ చేద్దాం. ఓకేనా? 10 తీసేస్తే పాయింట్. ఓకే, 18 కావాలి అంటే దీనికి 9.5 యాడ్ చేయటమేనా? అంటే 85.5. 20% అంటే 95. 18% ఆల్రెడీ చేసిందే కదా, 85.5. 14 కూడా ఆల్రెడీ చేసిందే కదా, 66.5. ఇక్కడ ఇవన్నీ మార్క్స్ కదా, మార్క్సేనా? సేమ్ పర్సంటేజ్లో కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు కదా. ఇవన్నీ మార్క్సేనా? ఎందుకు? 475 ఏమన్నారు? మార్క్స్ అన్నారు. కాబట్టి ఇవన్నీ మార్క్స్ అనే కదా. తెలుగులో 76% అని చెప్పచ్చా? ఎస్సా నోవా? వై పక్కనే ఉంది ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. ఏంటది? మాక్సిమం మార్క్స్ ఆర్ ఫర్ 100. So number of marks and percentage both are same, right? So question లో మార్క్స్ గురించి అడిగినా పర్సంటేజ్ గురించి అడిగినా ఈ నంబర్స్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గా తీసేసుకోవచ్చు. వాట్ పర్సెంట్ ఆఫ్ ది టోటల్ మార్క్స్ వర్ అబ్టైన్డ్ బై ది స్టూడెంట్? అవునా, రైట్. టోటల్ గురించే కదా అడిగారు. టోటల్ ఎన్ని మార్క్స్ వచ్చాయి, ఎన్ని సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే ఎన్ని మార్క్స్ జరిగినట్లు అంటే 475 divided by 600 percentage into 100 అనేనా? 6 how many times? 7 times. అవునా, ఎంత? 42, 55, 6, 9 times అయిపోయింది అనుకుంటా. అప్రాక్సిమేట్ కదా అడిగారు, పాయింట్ సంథింగ్ ఉంది కదా, ఏమనొచ్చు? రేషియో ఆఫ్ మార్క్స్ అబ్టైన్డ్ బై స్టూడెంట్ ఇన్ తెలుగు, సైన్స్, సోషల్ టుగెదర్ అండ్ దట్ హిందీ, ఇంగ్లీష్, మ్యాథ్స్ టుగెదర్. అక్కడికంటే డైరెక్ట్గా ఇందులోనే తీసుకోవచ్చేమో. తెలుగు, సైన్స్, సోషల్. అవునా, అంటే ఈ మూడే కదా, అవెంత? 48. మరి మిగిలిన మూడు 52 అవ్వాల్సిందేనా? క్యాన్సిలేషన్ విత్ 4, 12 times and 13 times. ఓకేనా? What is the difference between marks obtained by student in maths, science together, Telugu, Hindi together? ఒకటి టేబుల్కి వెళ్ళి తీసుకోవటం. ఓకేనా? ఓకేనా? మ్యాథ్స్, సైన్స్ అన్నారు. మ్యాథ్స్ 20, సైన్స్ 18, ఈ రెండు కలిపితే 38. హిందీ, తెలుగు. హిందీ, తెలుగు అంటే కమాన్ డిఫరెన్సే కదా అడిగారు. ఎంత పర్సెంట్? 8% రావాలి అని అంటే 16లో హాఫ్ అనే కదా, ఇదే కదా 16%. దానిలో హాఫ్ చేసే సరిపోయిద్దా? 38. సమ్ ఆఫ్ మార్క్స్ అబ్టైన్డ్ బై స్టూడెంట్ ఇన్ సోషల్, మ్యాథ్స్, సైన్స్ టుగెదర్. సోషల్, మ్యాథ్స్, సైన్స్ టుగెదర్ ఈ మూడే కదా అడిగారు, మాట్లాడాలి. 95, 85. 180 plus 60. 2 ఇంకా మిగిలింది ఇదే కదా, 7 కదా. ఆన్సర్ 240. సెంట్రల్ యాంగిల్, స్టాప్. 9 మల్టిపుల్ అవ్వాలా? ఎన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి? కెన్ ఇట్ బి ఫస్ట్, సెకండ్, థర్డ్? మల్టిపుల్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా. ఎవరికి? ఇంగ్లీష్ అంటే థర్డ్ వన్ అనే కదా. ఎంత పర్సెంట్? వేర్ 1% వాల్యూ 3 point. After decimal, what number should come? How many options are ending with 0.8? How many are ending with 0.8? Only one. Over.